Okay, hello everyone and welcome to another video here on my channel. Today for this video I've prepared something. I've pre-recorded one video because it's a speedrun video without sound, and that is a very amazing challenge which you will see will be is very hard and quite enjoyable to watch, and that is 50 country streak speedrun. So I started the speedrun, I finished it, and I continued the streak until I could. So today you will see, I will talk over my video, comment on it, how I guessed, etc. So it won't be a video without sound. You will see the speedrun and the streak, and let's just start from the beginning. Okay, first location. Immediately I saw the French flag was the first, so I thought France 100%. Near Italy. The second one very Russian looking, and car and everything. We had Argentinian Poles on the left. Botswana looking easy. This here looked, I forgot where. I guessed Romania, yeah, because it looked mostly like Romania to me when I looked around. Okay. The next one we had those strips on the side, that is Denmark. Then we have Uganda. This we had rifts and Albanian looking. Next one Ohrid, etc. Kumanovo. Those are Macedonian place names. This is Peru with black car and this look. Checking whether it was Argentina. Let's see, that's 10. Next one we had the bollard, and I thought Slovakia matched the most. And not Czechia. You just got to feel some of those countries. Because Czechia and Slovakia you don't. We had the Greenland car and Greenland look. We had Peru pole, black and white and black car. This is very Taiwanese looking. This is some US, just the general look. It's easy to guess the US, unless it's some borderline occasion with Canada or something. This I thought tracker coverage, it's somewhere in the US territory, must be. Wasn't sure where, thought maybe Guam, Mariana, and it was Puerto Rico. But that all counts as US, of course. Those are unincorporated territories. This here was very weird location. I didn't know where to guess it first. But then I thought, man, this can only be Nepal because it's a tracker view and looks strange and weird. But I haven't seen such a tracker view in Nepal with those views. Here I thought the Estonian poles from, because the concrete doesn't go all the way up, but the top is on the metal bar. That's how you recognize Estonian poles. This here looked like Canada to me with the trees and everything. Then we had very Cambodian look, houses, everything. Right drive also, so it's not Thailand. And that was 20. For the next one we had white Bolivian car with the look. The Peru can also have that car, so got to watch for that. This we had the black and white on the pole, that was Israeli. This is just Gen 2 coverage, African left drive sign. This is just general southern US. Sorry for that. This to me looked like Lithuanian poles. I thought maybe even Poland, but upon closer inspection I've seen those are Lithuanian poles, and the street name was Lithuanian. This one here, where I thought where to guess, then I thought it must be Gaborone, and it was. This here we had the speed limit sign from Mexico and Gen 4 camera, which is only Argentina, Brazil and Mexico in Latin America. We had the Taiwanese pole with black and yellow. What is here? Oh, we had these shoulders on the sides and wide roads, and the arrows had one pole down, so it wasn't Colombia. We had Guatemala car, so it was Ecuador. Okay, this at South Africa. Oh, some of these are very fast. Can't explain everything in time. Brazilian General Look Road, and it's red like that. It's mostly Brazil. Can be Misiones in Argentina too. Guatemala, that's easy. Norway, General Look, Gen 4 camera. Gen 2 camera again, Latin America only. Mexico. Sorry about the coughing, I don't know what's right now. Okay, we had the small stripes on the side, which is in Sweden. We had again Guatemala with bars. It's amazing how much in this map some of these small countries with meta come up. This is just general Brazilian look. Following car from Nigeria. This I thought, oh my god, where the hell is that? I didn't even see the name on the truck. But then I saw that the spacing between lines is very small, and that is mostly in France when it looks like that. Easy tape Ghana, tape on the right bar of the car. This I was confused a bit, but then I looked around, where could this be? And I thought Paul maybe also, but then I saw that it looked Cambodian. Or I saw something else, not sure, I forgot. Didn't see now. That's Kenya with the snorkel, another Ghana tape. I just like when Africas come. Nigerian police car follow, because they are just meta and everything. Here we had the flag of Argentina, otherwise maybe I would have gone Uruguay. Here we had some strange ball arts and everything, but we had miles per hour, which must be US. I'm forgetting some of these, the same as when I was guessing. This is the general look of Singapore. The black car of Jordan without antenna. Israel has antenna, so that's the difference. And last one, we had general look. Tiled road of Chile, and the car which was white. And general look Southern Hemisphere houses. That's just Chile. Okay, that's 50 country speed run. I finished that, and now I continued to do the regular streak until I can fail. So we are at 50 streak. Here I thought very US looking, but was confused because the houses looked like Denmark. But of course, just New England houses can look sometimes European. This is just general Brazil. This is general Argentina, and we had black dot on the license plate, which are Argentinian plates, so it's not Uruguay with black car. This here houses weren't white, so I thought probably isn't Ireland itself. And some kids playing there. Mapper probably put this location on purpose. So I thought, yeah, that other house was stone one, so I thought can't be Ireland. So something looked Irish but not really. And in the end it was Northern Ireland, so that was good. Next one, just the stripes were South African and everything. Gen 2 camera too, which is in Africa, only South Africa has Gen 2 camera. Have those camera sheets which I placed and made. Here we had dead end, and I thought it's some territory, it could be Puerto Rico, or then I thought Hawaii at the end, but I anyway guessed because it counts wherever it is. This is there in very Indonesian look. This black and white poles also Malaysia. So Malaysia, Sri Lanka, UAE and Peru have black and white poles. But you can tell them apart, those countries. So when the poles come up, then you... This was a very mainland Europe looking... I saw the car was driving left in the end. I thought guessing France or something. This was very mainland looking UK. Then I saw the car was driving left, so I thought there must be UK because it looks quite European. Look, first I put it in Hungary, I forgot. Yeah, hedges did look like those parts. Then I saw the car, and then I saw everything else, and I thought this can't be Ireland because with this European look, it's mostly UK. Ireland would look a little bit different. And the houses confirmed that and guessed there. The next one, we had Brazilian highway sign, kilometer marker, and sometimes it has a road name. The next one, we Gen 2 camera and African look, South Africa, left, right. It wasn't in Australia, it was close to the border. This here is just Japan, it's a repeat, but the car was low left drive at the general look. Gen 2 camera again, yellow lines on the side, South Africa. This here was very tricky. I looked at the poles, I looked at the cars. I thought maybe like somewhere Central Europe, or first thought was like Central Europe because of some of those trees which were planted in the gardens. But upon closer inspection I thought the poles might have been Polish, but it seems those poles down there just had some string in front of them that made them look like they had holes. So here is the Poland first thought. Then I kept looking. That's when I saw that string, so I thought the poles might not be Polish, and it looked a little bit more southern somehow. So I looked there. I thought the hills were very dry. That made me think of North Macedonia. And there was no antenna on the car. Then I looked at the plates to see whether they had blue stripe. I couldn't see, but I thought maybe they didn't. And I thought mostly Macedonia with everything. Couldn't see any language and guessed there. And the next one also a bit tricky, although not so much. I mean, this was just Latin America, but I didn't have any really good clues as to which country it is. The car was Mexican though it can happen in Brazil too, but this was not Brazil that I knew. This was just Spanish Latin America. So I thought maybe that church looked like Cusco, but I thought in Mexico they must have those churches too, and the car didn't look quite, and nothing else looked quite Peruvian. So I looked down, that city down there looked very Mexican, and everything else. These old houses made me a little bit confused, but in the end I just kept looking. And that arrow, I thought maybe it's some South American thing. There was nothing there to tell me really. So I thought, let's just guess Mexico, cause it most probably is. And the yellow curves on the side are quite Mexican, though I think they can happen in other countries, maybe Ecuador or something. Also, plates weren't yellow, so that rules out Colombia. I couldn't see any other yellow plates, which would have been like Peru, because on service vehicles in Peru have yellow plates, and Ecuador, and Ecuador can have red, and Brazil can have red too. This is just the road sign was Singaporean and general look Gen 4 camera. Red and white curbs on the side are Laos, and the general look, of course, very Laotian. Very Lao. That's how you don't say Laotian. That's wrong. Laos is the country and Lao is the adjective or nationality word. So here I looked around. I thought look Balkany, but I saw the bollards looked very Turkish, but I couldn't see one with a red thing on it. Then I spotted this one and I saw it was Turkey and looked dry like Turkey and the surroundings. This is Lesotho car, Lesotho mountains. I mean Lesotho, you can't really get wrong with it because it's so, the landscape is so unique, you can almost never guess some other country when it is up. So this was 70, we had small stripes on the side, yellow signs, yellow warning signs. We had the Sri Lankan front of the car, Sri Lankan poles. These were some poles which were hauled. So I was quite confused, where would this be? And then I saw that it was just Hungarian poles and the Hungarian bollards and language, so that bollard and poles were Hungarian, those two together. This looked like some first like German language, but it had Luxembourg in mind, but I had to check first. I saw like mix of German and French, so that was Luxembourgish, I think, there. And we had yellow plates, so I just guessed in Luxembourg. 72 streak. This was West US, very weird looking. I think once I guessed it wrong, so I remembered the repeat. This is just Jordanian car and everything. 75. This here looked very UAE and black and white poles, as I mentioned. And the white car. This here is Cambodia. Cambodian houses, Cambodian road, everything. General look. This here we had the black car, southern hemisphere, looked like the Andean, southern Andes, so Chile or Argentina. But we had the black car and we had the black dot on the license plate, so that is Argentina. Chile doesn't have completely black car. It can have black and white car. And white car. Okay, these are Peruvian bollards, look, and car. Peru has mostly black car, but can have also white, as you can see. Here very UAE looking, and UAE even on the sign. UAE is also one very easy country to guess. You like when some countries come, you don't when others do. But you can practice the others. Also small strips on the side. This was not, no, this wasn't a repeat. It was a repeat from before. So the signs might have been yellow. This was just Bhutanese look houses, and the car was gray, which is a Bhutanese car. Here I looked at license plate to see if they have red lettering, which is Belgian, and I could see it through the blur. It was red. Also some French there. Because the houses, I mean, can look French, Netherlandish, they can look Danish, so you really have to watch out for Belgium. It's like you must with Ecuador, for example. This is just I forgot what I saw. That was just oh, I saw the black back of sign, I think, which was Brazil or something like that. This was Malta. Some of these passing by fast. So that was 85. Maltese bricks, that's how I know. And this is black car in Jordanian looking everything, so without antenna black car. Israel has and Palestine have black car with antenna. Also without antenna easy. 86. This here, small spacing between lines, but this time it looked more like Portugal than France, so I thought, no, I thought maybe it shouldn't be southern France, really. Let's just go Portugal, let's not get rebated by the lines. Just looking all around to check. The trees were also southern Portugal, southern Spain. Maybe those down there are those other ones that grow mostly in Portugal and Galicia, but yeah, we've also had olive trees, so trees are really good. We also had those old Sri Lankan poles, but I have to check twice every look. I had this on my the Worst World speedrun with the moving, but I didn't notice at the moment. I forgot it. Can't always remember all the locations. We had bars on the car looking Laos, Lao language. So Vientiane in Laos doesn't have bars. Other cities in Laos have bars, so you can guess them like that. This was the moped with the helmet, which was in Yen Bai. I had this on no moving 25k in Vietnam video. Remembered where it was. I just wanted to get 5k. Doesn't really matter. Didn't even have to pinpoint that. Okay, Senegal looking. Senegal striped lines on the side, rifts, bars on the car. I think that was the only Senegal we had. That was pretty strange in this streak. I looked at this. I thought when you see the front lights of the car, just a little bit, that can be a car glitch in Argentina. That plate seemed to have the Argentinian dot. But then I looked, it looked more like something more northern than Argentina. Could have been North Argentina near Bolivian border. I kept looking around. Also other plates didn't match the Argentinian format. And there were some other things, and I spotted a Bolivian flag and also Bolivian political party flag. That black, white, blue, white, black. That is, I don't know which exact party. Evo Morales or someone else's. Okay, this here looked quite Indonesian, but I wanted to check everything. A little bit ruined roofs and houses like this. Looked like some place in inland in Indonesia and on some of the islands. Not Java, but some other island, like Sumatra or Borneo. Also there were black plates. These are longer stripes on the side than Sweden. That's Norway and more hilly. UAE car UAE look. I mean, Dubai was there. I forgot whether there was Burj Khalifa to be seen. I can't see it. Maybe, I'm not sure. Okay, maybe it wasn't from there. This here looked very Greek to me. These like floored buildings with these like boards between floors, like some protrusions between each floor on the buildings, like tiered buildings. Also plates, everything else, even the olives looked very Greek, of course. And the street sign on the right looked also Greek. The white sign with the blue sign with white and yellow text. Steep streets. Also, we had some wooden electricity poles, which can happen very often in Greece when it's not urban area, or even here in urban. Okay, this is low car Japan. Japan black and yellow stripes vertical on the pole, yellow license plate, Japanese cars, Japanese houses. And here we get the round in which I failed. So I looked around. I thought that building before, it was some kind of a church building, that house. That one I thought had on it Hungarian language, because it says like that O with an accent on it. I thought it was the Hungarian O with two accents, and then down under it I thought it said Christus ont, which didn't sound very uh, which didn't sound very Slavic to me with any language. So I thought that looked very Hungarian. But this here we had Festival Piosenki, and I thought that must be, that is the Slavic language. So I thought maybe like some Hungary, but near Slovakia. Kept looking Christos ont. Thought must be Hungarian with that O to costume something. The bus had nothing on it, which made me shake my camera so hard. I kept looking at the costume Christos ont. What the hell? The sign here was yellow, but the other signs were white, and I thought the language was really Hungarian. But only the warning signs should be white. Other should be yellow in countries which have them yellow, and these other signs should stay white. You can see Piosenki. Those signs were all white behind the bus stop. So I thought it shouldn't be Poland. But what also looked Poland are those little evergreen trees planted in the yard of the church, which they planted their buildings. Also the houses were very weird, and later I realized why. Because that is the style of housing in northern Poland, with those high roofs, protruding roofs, steep roofs. So I changed it here to Slovakia, because I knew Slovakia had a Hungarian minority, which once someone guessed on stream Hungary with Hungarian language, and it was actually Slovakia because of the minority. So I thought with Slavic and Hungarian it would be Slovakia. Here I couldn't see any language other than Special. I don't know which language would have been. Maybe even Slovakian. Also, one of the roofs was red, not tiled roof, so that looked like maybe Slovakia or Poland or something. Fences also looked very Polish, and these trees planted in the yards, but alas, I really thought that was the problem, because I thought this was Hungarian. It was Kristusowy Kościół. So that was very Polish, but I read it Kristosont, because it was far away and blurry. And here Festival Piosenki, I thought maybe it had a W when I was guessing, but I couldn't see Festival with that had W. And from here it clearly couldn't see that that was a W and not an N, and that it was an Y and a Y and not a T. So I effed it up hard there. Then I realized about the signs, that the other signs should actually be white and only the warning sign should be yellow. So that was a yellow warning sign, Polish yellow warning sign, because Poland has yellow warning signs. You can get it by like with that. That I couldn't read, and yeah, the houses were that northern Polish style. And then I saw everything. General look did really look Polish, but that language, I really thought that so debated me, because I couldn't remember that Slavic languages would have an accent above O. I thought that was the Hungarian O too, but I saw something was above the S. That was just Salo, nothing there. So that above the S was Sh. And I couldn't see Frizierski, otherwise I would have guessed somewhere else too. But maybe also in Slovakia. But yeah, because I thought that was Hungarian language, that made me guess there. And again, when I saw one thing that so screamed one country, I ignored everything else around, like on some previous guesses I was making in some rounds on streaks or in some leagues and stuff like that. And there it is. It was Polish language, Polish sign, Polish houses, Polish yards, Polish fences, Polish everything was just Polish then. When you see where it was, everything is then Polish to you. But yeah, that one thing was really the debate. But who knows, maybe would have guessed Slovakia if not. And that yellow sign should have paid more attention to it actually being the yellow sign. That other sign shouldn't be yellow, but only that warning sign. Okay, that ends the video, guys. Anyway, although I failed at 98, I didn't reach 100, but I mean that doesn't matter, because I finished a very huge task, which is getting this 50 country streak speedrun out of the way. I've done it in under 8 minutes, 7:46 I think. I'm gonna see that again, I think it was. And I also got 98 country streak, which is the third place on the world record sheet. So that's the third best solo streak in the world, 98. The fourth now is 93, which was the third before by Josetain. I wanted to beat also Topotic and to get more than 100 streak when I was guessing this now, but as you can see, I failed at 98. Topotic is the second place, 110, and Subsymmetry is the first place with 191. So now those two places, I mean, even Subsymmetry streak now to me doesn't look at all that impossible. Of course, his 50 country streak speedrun, which he had to click one time less between the games. So nowadays when you click play the same map again, it takes you to the map screen and not to the game screen where you can set the time. So you have to click first there and then there. One more click in between that. So I don't think now anyone can beat Subsymmetry's time with that. But yeah, that maybe that will be placed like some thing stating that he had that. But I mean that can't get any faster than that. I mean can get minor fastness more than what he did sub 5 minutes. But with that one more click, I don't think that he even would be able to beat his own score or anyone else very hardly. So with the 550 country streak speedrun, there my time is the third. First is Subsymmetry 458, then it's Juscetain with 6 minutes 4 seconds. I don't know exactly. And then this is my time 7 minutes 46 seconds. But yeah, for those streaks, what also counts is your internet speed, your computer speed, everything else, locations of course which you get. But yeah, that I mean if you try a lot, then you should get a good seed. As I got here, I've been trying for like 5 days now, whole days, to get this streak, this 50 country streak speedrun. So that's finally out of the way. I got quite a good time. That's an amazing time when you look how hard it is first to get to 50 country streak, then to do it so fast, to guess immediately on all the rounds. And yeah, that I didn't beat like 2 people third place. I mean that's also amazing there, just by the challenge itself. It doesn't matter what place I am, really, because now when you are at the top, you are looking always who is above you or something like that. But when you look down below you, you see that this what you have done is so amazing that like half a year, 1 year ago, or I don't know, a month ago, you couldn't even think about doing something similar. That 99.99999% of people could not do the same thing, and other things like that. So yeah, this was pretty amazing video streak and everything. I'll be doing more streaks. I don't think I'll be attempting to fasten to speed up my 50 country streak speedrun time, but I'll be doing more streaks to get to 100, and after that to other steps and to other places, to the second and first place on the world record. We'll see about that. But yeah, an amazing journey and amazing streak and video that I said already. Thanks guys everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. But until then, stay good and bye bye.